Morning with Max. Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another Morning with Max. I am Max Porter. I am the writer, editor, lore keeper, board game designer, stream host, and various other things here at City State Entertainment, where we are working on the MMORPG Camelot Unchained. And a good morning to you, Ludoween, and Doing Human Stuff, which is a suspicion-inducing name if I ever heard one. Good morning, welcome. It was a brief test, Ludoween, because I didn't do my usual 5 minutes ahead of time thing. We just went right into it this morning. Oh, wow, you finished Game of Thrones. You've been really binging that, Ludoween. Were you as upset at the ending as everyone was in the news? Oh, you don't think so? Interesting. I guess by having several years invested in it allows me to be more objective on how things turned out. Well, maybe, or maybe it was just more to your taste. I myself am still holding out hope for the books. And many of the storylines that were left by the wayside along the show's journey, I want them to be wrapped up and tied off with a bow. Good morning, Grimslag. Welcome. A different ending would certainly be interesting, Ludoween. Although I'm not really expecting that necessarily. Did you kill any players this weekend in my D&D game? Amazingly, no. They were negotiating with a dragon, was how we started the session on Sunday night. And the dragon did threaten them. It was pretty touch and go, but they managed to get through it. And nobody died. Well, Halloween, no one would ever believe you. It was a very dramatic game, very dramatic session, especially starting off with that kind of tension. Impressively making the right rolls at the right times, along with some terrible rolls, but the right rolls at the right times. Nobody died. That's important, the timing. Timing who has time for that, says the man with no screen name. That one tickles my funny bone. Another good one, man with no screen name. Nobody died is a success, indeed. Especially when you're dealing with dragons. Congratulations, Grimslag. Snowing right now, covering 30 bags of leaves I don't have to pick up anymore. We were scheduled for snow here, but they've downgraded that to rain, I understand. Not freezing, hopefully. And we were expecting the inclement weather today, but it's been moved to tonight, so we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we get a pleasant evening, because I'd like to get my wife out with her busted ankle out of the house. Doing Human Stuff wants to know, what's the best office prank so far? Oh boy. I don't know. The pranksters are mostly John and Bull, I want to say. No weight on the foot, but she can use crutches to get around Halloween. So, no walking per se, but some mobility with the crutches, yeah. Thank goodness. The healing is going well, say the doctors. Do you? I assume you get a lot of snow where you are, Grimslag. So it's just gonna bury those bags of leaves until spring. Definitely is cold, Halloween. See no evil, rake no leaves. Congratulations, Grimslag. Zerusio, why why no paladin-like class? Is there no paladin-like class in Camelot Unchained? Boy, Zerusio, that is a great question for Ben or Mark. I don't think I don't have an answer. I don't really know. Congratulations, Zerusio, you stumped me. You're gonna have to ask a game designer on Camelot Unchained. You're welcome, Zerusio. Might be a good topic for a forum post if you happen to be a backer. Oh boy. Math No Screen Name has been cooking up a pun for us. If we eat the class, is that a paladiner? Ooh, a lot of ween. Hey, under the new longer format, Max might actually get to your question in the next update stream. We'll see what happens, Lotaween. Chew on that pun for a while, indeed. Cerusio, I've played this type of game for such a long time now. Almost every person has an ingrained archetype of RPG hero. Mine is the Knight, Paladin, Crusader. Can't play any games if they don't have one. Huh. Well, certainly for that type of feel. I mean, I guess it would depend. I mean, there are melee classes in Camelot Unchained that have like healing kind of abilities or regeneration kind of abilities. There are fighting classes that in the Arthurian realm, there's the Black Knight. So I guess it depends. If you're looking for that knight feeling, that's certainly there. But you may mean something different by paladin that I don't know about. When I first started playing D&D, I thought Paladin rhymed with Aladdin. Just a bit of trivia. When we first started playing D&D, that would be a good trend on Twitter. Halloween. A good hashtag. Did you play a paladin named Aladdin? although now I want to pronounce it Aladdin. Scott Florence, good morning. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope you did too. I have to say, I have never played a game of D&D where there was a paladin in the party where the paladin did not kill or threaten to kill at least one party member. So, if I ever get to play a paladin, I am going to work really hard to not be a jerk. Taladar, ew man, oh man, I missed the Chewy pun. I mean, I guess you didn't miss it, you know about it. Amar1, hey welcome back, it has been a while. Haven't seen your screen name in chat in a little bit. Scott Florence, go to Mayan, meal out, plenty of drinks, nearly TPK and D&D, all fun stuff. That sounds great. Chat found it a little hard to swallow. Wow. This is all based off of Paladiner. It's one thing to hold people accountable, it's another to dole out justice to your friends. Am I right, Grimslag? Yes, there was a Paladiner pun, Taladar, and then that led to many cooking puns. Eabus J. Retribution, indeed. There may be many factors at play, Ludoween. I would say that's definitely one. But always with the threat of death on your party members. Which I think is a bit much in that it's 100%. Zerusio coming in with a bit of philosophy for us. Paladins are deontologists, not utilitarian, so they are good not for the outcome, but for the act in itself. Well, I would say many interpret it that way, perhaps Zerusio, but I would like to, myself, play a paladin that looks more at the bigger picture. Odilvik, hi there. Welcome, my friend. Ludoween, was there a paladin in the party that faced the dragon this weekend? No. There are no paladins in the 5 to 8 players that join my Wildlands campaign. Most of the talking was done by the Bard and the Warlock, who handled it quite well. Albeit the party was forced to trade away a high number of their most powerful magic items in order to survive. But they did survive against all the odds. Considering that the dragon blames them partially for the death of its mate, there may have been a natural 20 persuasion check involved. And still exacted a high price. Side note, I did have the ulterior motive of reducing some of the magic item chaff. I've been rather generous in trying to get the players interested in engaged in the game, so I've handed out a lot of magic items. And it was getting to the point where they didn't even remember everything they had, so I had a bit of an extra motive, an extra reason to have this happen. But they chose to blunder back into the dragon's territory. That was all their choice. And they got off, not scot-free, but way easier than was possible. Or than was likely, rather, I should say. They also began to suspect that the dragon was merely an illusion. But with dragon magic, it can be especially hard to tell. This dragon, of course, is known as the Clever, so she kept them talking while her ogre slaves snuck around behind the party. And she has a much grander and darker plan afoot. Little like how I would like the brilliant dragons in Camelot Unchained to feel. Sergio Abel on the YouTube asks, can tiers be upgraded? Buying basic builder tier and upgrading so I am the warrior later? Yes, I believe that is so, Sergio Abel. It should be clear when you read the tier. I think the only restriction on that is if there's like founder tiers involved. Like you can't upgrade from like a founder tier into, or if you upgrade from a founder tier into a non-founder tier, then it like loses the founder status. So you have to be careful about that. But if that's not involved, then if you're just getting a regular basic tier, then you shouldn't have any issue with the upgrading. And if you're really unsure, you can always send a message to support@citystateentertainment.com and ask a question, although it may take a while for them to get back to you. What would give to a simple god make him a paladoner? No, not yet, Ovidalvic. I haven't heard when the monthly meeting will be. The monthly stream thing is going to be. I haven't heard yet. But I'm sure we will let you know as soon as we know. just in. We should be Paladin. You can upgrade, quote unquote, from founder to builder, as Lonwing points out, but not the other way. Exactly. Oh, you're quite welcome, Sergio, on the YouTube. Thanks for your interest, my friend. All right, folks. Thank you all so very much for joining me for this Morning with Max. It is about time for me to wrap it up. What's your founder tier no longer accessible? Woody PNRG asks. Right, we don't sell founder tiers in the store. They're from the Kickstarter. But, you know, there are, what's it called? Is it builder tiers? The regular tiers are available now. The founder tiers were like a special thing you had to buy in during the Kickstarter. But if you're interested, check out the store. Yes, the expected release date gets asked a lot, Small Jones. We are late. We don't have a release date that we are announcing right now. So if you're interested, follow development, keep an eye on us, and pledge later if you feel that you wish to. But yeah, we don't have a date. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I have had a great time chatting with you all as usual. I will be back for another Morning with Max on Friday morning. I do these every Monday and Friday morning. We chat, we talk about development. Sometimes people come on and answer other questions. You never really know what's going to happen on a Morning with Max. And I guess I'll see you later. Chat with you on Discord, etc. Have a good one. And hopefully I'll see you again on Friday morning. Bye-bye. Morning with Max.